15 miles that way, Pegasus Bridge. Kathy Smith is there for us to tell us the amazing story of how that was taken.
Well, if you look at it today and you see all the tourists here, it's hard to imagine that 50 years ago there was a battle raging here exactly where I'm standing. It was about 16 minutes past midnight when the gliders had landed carrying British troops just on the other side of the canal here. They were flimsy wooden gliders. The troops came out. They took the Germans completely by surprise under the cover of dark. They managed to seize the bridge. The question then was holding it. The paratroopers who were landing from the skies came to reinforce. They needed more help. The man who came to the rescue was Brigadier Lord Lovat and his commandos. And he gave this exclusive television interview to Michael Wilson at his Scottish home.
Even the day we started, we couldn't believe it was true. It was blowing such a gale. But we improvised, as Britons do, built Mulberry Harbour in due course. But if we hadn't got a footing that first day, the war would have been delayed for a very long time.
Now it's memoirs and memories, but in those first few hours of D-Day, Lord Lovat's commandos were at the forefront of the action. When they hit Sword Beach, they met the Germans with gunfire and bagpipes.
The bagpipes are an instrument intended to help in a war, help in battle. And I think it rises people to the occasion. Certainly did that day.
They fought to the vital objective of Pegasus Bridge, relieved the 6th Airborne.
It's Lovat!
His greeting to them was typical of the man.
I did say, I'm sorry we're late, I remember that, which became a story.
Do you remember how late you were?
I think about 2 minutes.
Lord Lovat, why was the first day of the D-Day landing such an important day?
Well, if we'd been pushed into the sea then, it would have taken an awful long time to reorganize the whole strategic plan of the war. It was vitally important the first day. And people now don't realize how touch and go the whole situation remained until by the end of the first week.
When, cruelly, he was badly hit. He still suffers from the wound today, but he had already played his significant part.
It was a sensational day in the sense that no forces numerically had ever been seen like it in the world. And one lost count of the number of armies that were being landed all along the coast right down to Cherbourg. A movement of troops. It was a colossal performance and a great success.
Well, the man who played those bagpipes with Lord Lovat, Bill Millen, is here with us this morning. Good morning, Bill. What do you remember about arriving here at Pegasus Bridge 50 years ago?
Well, this bridge was under fire, and when Lovat and I turned the corner at the top of the road there, we could hear all this automatic fire and noise of battle, and I piped down the road here, and I stopped opposite this cafe while Lovat went forward to speak to probably Major Howard. Then he came back and said, right, let's walk over the bridge.
But didn't you feel incredibly vulnerable? Everybody else had guns in their hands, and you had your bagpipes.
Well, I didn't know really, because I was concentrating on the bagpipes, and Lovat, he's a bit of a critic of bagpipes, so I had to watch what I was playing. So I had no time to think about anything else. He kept me going, actually.
Do you sometimes wonder how you did survive, though, why you weren't shot at?
Well, we had captured 2 snipers later, and through the interpreter we asked them why they didn't shoot at the piper walking in the front. And one of them said, because we thought he was doom-cuffed, he was mad. Well, if I was mad, Lovat was more mad than I was, I suppose.
You must play for us again. You must recreate some history for us, Bill. Bill, I'll leave it to you. I know that you've got to get the pipes working.
Absolutely amazing.